Hi, now we are going to discuss is all about the performance. That is why we need to study about performance means it's all about the network criteria. Network means it will have certain number of criteria, right? In that we do have three kinds: performance, reliability, security. Okay. So under that, the first thing is performance. Performance is generally it's is measured in many ways. And under that, first thing we have is transit time. One more thing is response time. Transit time means the amount of time it is required for one particular message to travel from one device to another device, that we call it as a transit time. If it is a response time, the time elapsed between the inquiry and response. So when someone is requesting and or after the request is taken, the time taken to respond, that is called as a response time. Okay, so transit time means the traveling time from one device to another is called transit time. After traveling it should respond, right? That is called as response time. So the performance depends on the number of users, so medium, capability of connected hardware, software, all this matters. Okay, so generally the network metrics is how we will evaluate means through two things. One is throughput, one more is delay. Okay, these two concepts are also very important. Okay, so the next concept is after performance, what we have? We do have reliability and security. Reliability means frequency of failure should be very less. That is very important. And time it is taking to recover. Suppose if at all, if it is failed also, the time taken to recover from the failure, that should be very minimalistic. Okay. Security. Data should not be damaged. It should protection for the data from damage, protecting the data from the unauthorized access, implementing the policies and procedures to recover from breaches, data loss and all. If at all, if happened, how do you handle? Generally, you should protect the data. Even if by chance, if the data is already it is damaged, already it is under the unauthorized access, means how you're going to handle it, how you're going to save the data, that is important. Okay, so next concept is all about the physical structure. I told you network. What is network? See, if you're connecting the two communicating device, that will form a network, right? It is need not to be only two devices, it can be two or more devices connected through the link. So if it is they are connecting through the link, that we call it as an network. So what is a link? Link means nothing but it is a communication pathway. Through that path only we can transfer the data from the one device to the another device. For communication to occur, the two devices must be connected in some way in same link at the same time. Both should be communicated, connected, then only this can happen. Okay, so that connection types, the types of connection we do have is two types we have. One is point to point and one is multi-point. Point to point means the direct, just like a bus. It is like Kashmir to Bangalore to Kashmir. Multi-point means in between middle you will get so many other points also, that we call it as a multi-point. So the types of connection what we have is one is point to point and one more is multi-point. Okay. So now we come to the beautiful concept that is nothing but the topology. Topology is very important concept in networking concept, and the types of topology many times they have asked. So understand carefully. So what is a physical topology? Physical topology is nothing but refers to the way in which a network is laid out physically. How we are going to set up our computers, how they are connected, how the cables are connected, how it is wired. All this concept comes under the what? Physical topology. What is topology? Topology of a network is a geometric representation. What is topology? Topology is nothing but a geometric representation of the relationship of all the links and the linking device, or the nodes also we call. See, hereafter we will call the devices as nodes. Don't get confused. The node is nothing but a computer, workstation, or whatever it is. Okay, any device we call it as a node here. Okay, that is so simple word. What is the topology means? The topology is nothing but it is the geometric representation. Whether you have done it is in one particular shape or some other shape you have used that one. Okay, so in that topology we have four kind of topology: mesh, star, bus, ring. So under that, the first topology is this topology. Okay, see here, n means nothing but nodes. How many computer? Node is nothing but your computer. They have used your laptop, right? So n equal to 5. 1 2 3 4 5. 5 computers are there, right? So for 5 computers, each computer should be connected to everybody. Okay, see, make sure, see, for let us take one computer here. For example, this computer you take. See, it is connected to all of the 4 computers, right? So, if you're having 5 computers, 5 nodes, then the links, how much you'll get is 10 links. How we are calculating this? To calculate that, we have some formula. I'll discuss later. Okay. So, what is mesh topology? That we have to understand now. Every device has a dedicated point to point. See, I already told you there are linking can be of 2 types. It can be point to point or it can be multi-point. Under that, mesh topology is a dedicated point to point link. If at all they ask about mesh topology, the first concept you have to write is about the dedicated point to point link to every other device. Dedicated means nothing but it is only related or dedicated sincerely only for that particular thing itself. Okay, so to find the number of links, I want to know how many number of links I need. So node 1 must be connected to n minus 1. Why I am talking about n minus 1 means that minus 1 is nothing but itself. No need to connect myself with me, right? No need to connect, connect with itself. So apart from the self, all other friends, it should get connected means it is n minus 1. Okay, so even if it is node 1, node 2, node n, everything, it is n minus 1. So n minus 1, along with that I am also there, right? So it is n into n minus 1. These many links are needed. With how many friends we are connected and who is connected. N is me and my friends, or n minus 1. So these are the physical links. If each physical link allows the communication in both the direction, then we can divide the number of links by 2. Suppose in both the direction it is moving means, then if it is full duplex, then we can call it as n into n minus 1 by 2, isn't it? So already we got to know why we are using the formula of n into n minus 1 by 2. 2 is nothing but duplex. In 2 direction also it can move. Then we call it as n into n minus 1 by 2. To accommodate many links, every device on the network must have n minus 1 IO ports. This is not important. Just leave it off. Okay, that this is the formula you use, and point to point dedicated link you have. Okay, that is important. So now let us see what are the advantages of the mesh topology. What is the advantage means? Very, very simple. Dedicated link you will have, so that there is a guarantee that there is each connection will carry its data without any mess ups. Simple. Okay. Robust. Robust means if one link becomes unusable, it does not incapacitate the entire system. Meaning, if I'm not if one is not working, doesn't mean the whole entire system is not useful. Only one is not working, fine, with the whichever is available, then we can go with that part. So it is having a dedicated link, it is a robot, meaning one link is not working, no problem, with all other links I can continue. Privacy or security is high. Why? Because it has a dedicated link, or no other person can enter, and no privacy is damaged over here. Fault identification and isolation is very easy. Why? Because if at all, see, one channel is carrying, one link is carrying one particular data itself, that data didn't reach, then I understood that that one particular channel is not working. So fault identification, and if I don't want to use that particular link also, I can isolate easily. So fault identification and isolation is very easy. Traffic can be routed to avoid the links with suspected problem. It can be traffic, you can route it. Okay, easy for the network operator to discover the location of fault and its causes and to find the solution. So for the network operator, it will be really easy to find a fault and fix it soon. So these are all the advantages. What is the advantages? Dedicated link, robust, meaning if it is one is not usable, all other with all other parts I can reuse it. Then fault isolation and fault identification is easy. Privacy and security will be there. Then the network will get to know, that operator will get to know easily that which particular channel is not working properly. Okay, all this stuff is called as an advantage. So if there is advantage, obviously what will be there? Disadvantages will be there. Let's see what are the disadvantages. Disadvantages related to the amount of cabling and number of IO ports required. I told you one link will take one few data. If I have one data, one link. If I have 1,000 data, 1,000 links. 10,000 data, 10,000 links. Don't you think the cabling is more? Don't you think the number of the IO ports required is high? That is the problem. Installation and reconnections are difficult. Installation. So suppose I design for the 10 cables, 10 links. Suddenly I need for 1,000. And if I want to do installation and reconnection, that is really difficult. Okay. So the bulk of wiring is greater than the available space. Also, each time if you need one more extra, you have to put the wiring also extra. So it will be greater, right? Hardware required to connect each link or expensive. Obviously, this is expensive. Installation is difficult. Bulk of wiring is required. All these are the disadvantages of this. Okay. So, what is the practical example for the mesh topology is the connection of the telephone regional offices, in which each regional office need to be connected to every other regional office. Do you think so? It is yeah, that easy? Not at all. Okay. Okay. Thank you.